Hey, DeVonta, thanks for taking the time. We'll get started here with Dave Zingaro and then Les Bowen.
Hey, DeVonta. I know you mentioned a while back about getting to play with Jalen again, and you had to kind of rebuild that rapport. How's that going? How is he similar to when you played with him before, and how's he different?
It's going good. Just getting in every day, just the small details of everything that we're doing. And I mean, definitely he's more experienced now. He's way smarter. He's learned a lot more. So I mean, he's growing. I'm growing. So I mean, we're trying to get everything right as of right now.
Do you still feel that connection with him that you had way back then?
Most definitely.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Devontae.
Les, and then Zach Berman.
Congratulations on the contract. I know it's kind of a formality these days because everything's slotted, but it's probably good to get that done. Uh, do you have any plans for anything you want to do with your rookie money? Any priorities there?
Nah, I just put it in the bank. That's about it.
Okay. Well, so you've been here a few weeks now. Is this what you anticipated when you were drafted into the league? Has it been what you thought it would be so far?
Yeah, it's been that and more. I mean, just with the coaching staff, the energy that the coaching staff, the players bring to practice, just everything. So it's been everything and more, and I'm excited.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead, Zach, and then Ed Kratz.
Hey, Devontae, as a follow up to that, when we last spoke to you, it was the rookie camp. Now that you've been around the veterans, what's it been like being around your new teammates? I guess going against Darius Slay and just being around these vets. Is there anyone jumping out at you so far?
It's been fun. I mean, just being here, getting to know the guys, just building that relationship, that team chemistry. Just knowing that they're going to take me under their wing. They're approaching me with the little details of anything that we're doing as an offense. And me and Slay, we just talk about just football. I mean, just any little thing that he can give me about a DB, any little thing that I can give him about a receiver. We just talk about it. I mean, ultimately we're teammates. We're trying to make each other better and just drop knowledge on each other.
Go ahead, Ed.
Hey, Devontae. I just want to ask you, how important was it for you to kind of get this contract stuff taken care of heading into the summer rather than waiting until training camp? How much does it mean to have it done now?
I mean, it's been a dream, but ultimately, I mean, that's what you have an agent for him to do that. That was his job to do that. So I trust my agent. I believed in him to make everything right, and he did that. So I mean, it's done, and I'm excited just to go to work.
And if I could ask a follow up, how will you spend these next 6 weeks or 2 months, whatever it is, before you report back? Where will you train? What will you do over this time?
Just be training. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna be at yet, but I mean, just continue to grind.
Any other questions for DeVonta? Go ahead, Dave.
Sure, I'll hop back in. What have you learned about yourself in the last couple weeks since you've been here, and what do you really want to improve on?
Um, I learned that like I'm still growing more. I've kind of gotten out of my shell kind of quick, so it was just like I can be somebody that interacts with people a lot. That's not gonna always just be to himself. I mean, and I feel like it mostly goes to just my teammates, just the way that they've accepted me and just how comfortable they made me feel. So I mean, I've learned that I don't have to always be this person that's just in his shell.
Did that happen here a lot quicker than it did when you got to Alabama?
Most definitely.
Why do you think that is?
Um, I was young going into Alabama. I mean, I was young, just fresh out of high school, so it was just kind of like that's the only thing I knew. But I mean, as of now, I mean, I'm older, wiser, so I mean, it's just more stuff that I know, and I know that like you have to be able to step outside your comfort zone to be able to do the things that you want to do.
Les, and then Tim.
I'm sorry, one more contract question. So you've been anticipating this for a long time, but you're at Alabama. You're one of the most well-known players in the country. People are selling pictures of you catching touchdown passes and stuff, and you couldn't make any money off that. that whole time you were in college. Now you have a guarantee of $20 million. Does that seem real to you? Does it seem like it's been a long road to get to that? And is it a relief to be in that position finally?
I mean, this what I've been working for. I mean, but ultimately, I'm not done. I'm not playing this just to get one contract. I expect to get many more contracts coming, but I mean, ultimately, it comes down to just me working. If I keep working the way that I've been working and handling my business, then that time will come.
All right, thank you.
Tim and then Nick. Or Nick, if you're ready, you can hop in.
Okay. Hey, DeVonta, I apologize to you and to the group, really, because I had a little computer problem. I didn't get on until just a little while ago. But I want to ask you, in case you hadn't been asked, about Jalen. You might have already addressed this. And just, comparing him to where he is now to where he was when you were his teammate. And, the progress you think he's made as a quarterback. And if you think he's making you're getting enough done now, in OTAs to be able to get ready to hit the ground running at training camp.
Yeah, he's grown a lot. I mean, he's smarter. The decision making that he does, I mean, he works hard and he understands everything a lot more. So I mean, us just being here at practice, not only with just me and him, but his connection with all the other receivers, the running backs, the O-line, just the communication as an offense. I mean, everything is getting better, and it's only going to get better as we keep going.
Ed and then Zach.
Hey, DeVonta, it's such a young wide receiver room. I just was curious, is there anybody that has kind of shown the leadership ability in that room, somebody you go to when you have questions?
I feel like we all lead in a different way. Everybody have their way of leading, but I mean, ultimately, if anybody has a question about anything, we just say it out loud in the room, and whoever has the answer, they answer it. But I mean, just everybody leads for everybody. Everybody understands that it's a young room, so somebody has to step up and be the leader. And I feel like all of us are being a leader right now.
Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, DeVonta, have you had the chance over the past few weeks to experience Philadelphia at all, to follow along with the Sixers, and what's that experience been like?
I'm not a going out type of guy, so I mean, I haven't been nowhere outside of where I'm staying at, so I just been there. Really, that's it. But I have been to I've been watching the games on TV. I mean, I like basketball, so of course I'm gonna watch the games. But outside of that, I really haven't done nothing.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Go ahead, Ed.
Sorry about that. DeVonta, I just wanted to ask you about Julio Jones. His game, he went to Alabama, obviously, before your time. But how well do you know him? How much have you watched him play through his career?
I've worked with Julio one time before. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, he's most definitely somebody that I've looked up to since I was young. Just having him come back to Alabama, just dropping knowledge on me, it helped me a lot. And I mean, just ultimately, he's one of the top receivers in the league. So I mean, everybody watches him, everybody watches the things he does, and everybody's trying to take something from his game and put it in theirs.
Anything you've taken from his game that you put it in yours specifically?
Really just the mentality of everything, how he approaches when he lines up, what is he looking for in a DB and things like that. So I mean, that's what I really took from it, just the mentality of everything that he does.
Thank you.
We'll go to Mike K.
Hey, DeVonta, I know there wasn't another draft pick at wide receiver, but Trevon Grimes is a guy who came in with a lot of hype, obviously played in the SEC with you. What have you noticed about him so far through the offseason program?
I mean, he's a hard worker. I mean, everybody that came in, I mean, they're hard workers. Everybody understands that this is a job now, so I mean, you can't take no days off. I feel like everybody attacks every day the same way, and we ultimately talk about matching each other's intensity. So I mean, I feel like everybody's been doing that, and everybody that's came in has been doing a tremendous job at that.
But you're known for your attention to detail and perfection and all that stuff. Have people been able to match your competitiveness?
Most definitely. I mean, everybody watches. If you're not in taking a rep, you're watching the person that's in for you taking a rep. So you just see what they do. And if it's a little nugget that you can give them, you give it to them. If it's something that they can give you, they give it to you. So I mean, everybody's paying attention to every little detail that does.
Okay, we'll wrap it up here with Brandon and then Zach.
Hey, DeVonta. A lot of Eagles fans obviously excited about you coming to Philly. I think you're like top 15 in jersey sales within the past month or so. Have you gotten the sense of just how excited fans are here, and have you had any interaction, social media or in person or otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, I know how excited the fans are. I mean, just being on Twitter and things like that. I believe I asked about the best cheesesteak place around, and like it went crazy. So I mean, I know the fans are excited, and I'm excited. I'm just ready to go out there and just go to war with my brothers.
Do you have a cheesesteak place picked out based on those
Um,
responses?
No, I haven't went nowhere yet, so I haven't even tried one yet.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Zach.
Hey, DeVonta, of your new teammates, who have you been spending the most time with or gravitating toward?
I mean, of course, the receiver groups. I mean, we're around each other every day, so I mean, those are the guys that I'm around most of the time. But I mean, Slay, he's a funny guy. He always comes and mess with the receivers. So outside of the receivers, I would probably say him and Jalen. Those are the two guys.
Okay, thanks for your time, DeVonta. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.